Cruz leads off second with one gone in the inning. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Damon's coming in. He makes the running play. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Now to the plate, Ronald Acuna. First pitch on its way. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Acuna is really a rare talent in this sport. A true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch. Not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively. This guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Fouled off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave one, but they still lead this one 4-2. Ready now for the White Sox. Joey Votto will match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now back, left fielder, Joe Carter.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. Adames brings it in. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The third baseman, number 8, Cal Ripken Jr.
Stepping in, Cal Ripken. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Bouncer up the middle. Oh, what a stop. He gathers the throw. It's there. He got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up next will be Willy Adames.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Fastball hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. Here comes the first pitch. The 0-1. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. Sent out to straightaway center field. Lots of room out there for Damon as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
With Merrifield next to bat. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 0 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Four runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Red Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, James McCann.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Here's the first pitch to him. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
In now, Pee Wee Reese. And he puts it on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
He's set. Here it comes. This is skied into short left center. Peralta's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
The second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Ready for another shot now, Roberto Alomar. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now batting, the center field.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Johnny Damon. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, John Olerud. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the tying run will score on the sacrifice fly as it's now a 4-4 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Joey Votto. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Comes set. The 0-1. Swing and a liner. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 4-4. In now, Ryan Klesko. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The third baseman, number 5.
Now at the plate, Brooks Robinson. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
First offering on its way. Now a hard liner. But this is a foul ball. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you've said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a
Al Leiter takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 22, Al Leiter.
Here now is Juan Soto. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, the 0-1, fouled away. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And he struck him out, so a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Boston strands a couple. 5 innings complete. This ball game's even at 4-4. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And it appears as though that's going to be all for Homer Bailey. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Ryan Tepera takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 53, Ryan Tepera.
To the plate now, Cal Ripken. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do they have so many options at their disposal right now.
And he fouls this one off. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Lifted in the air to center. Acuna giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Pee Wee Reese.
Into the box now, Pee Wee Reese. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Into the box now, Tony Gwynn. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Striding in once again, Ronald Acuna. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Junior. Fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night, as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary Team Fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLB The Show.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Drilled down the line. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Next up for the Red Sox, Willie Adames. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's low.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
A ball and a strike. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So now to the plate, Roberto Perez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4. Up next for Chicago, Roberto Alomar. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
The second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
He's set, and the pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Adames ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Johnny Damon, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Adames is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9, John Olerud.
Into the box now, John Olerud. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. White Sox down on just 4 pitches. Still all square at 4 apiece. Last half of the 7th here, and Whit Merrifield will dig in at the plate.
Second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Here's the pitch. Down the, and that is off the first base bag. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ryan Klesko stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Popped him up. McCann over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 5, Brooks Robinson.
Digging in and looking for more, Brooks Robinson. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And Robinson behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 left for the Red Sox. This game's all tied at 4. Striding forward now is the DH, Joey Votto. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And now pitch on the way. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Elvis Andrus will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
For the White Sox, number 5, Elvis Andrus.
Standing in now, Joe Carter. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that's the first out.
The third baseman, number 8, Cal Ripken Jr.
So stepping in, Cal Ripken. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
The catcher, number 33, James
Kyle Crick will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 31, Kyle Crick.
James McCann will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Dylan Betances is forced onto the mound now following the injury. Pee Wee Reese will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch hit back up the middle. Adames picks it up. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the White Sox 5 and the Red Sox 4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AV.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed.
1-2.
4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down a run. It's 5-4. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in the outfielder, Tony.
Right fielder, number 19, Tony Gwynn.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Perez shading to his right. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now that second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Alomar. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Johnny Damon. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Shot back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game. But that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
In now, John Olerud, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Cruz is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Elvis Andrus.
Next will be the designated hitter, Elvis Andrus. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So nothing doing in the White Sox 9th. Last chance for the Red Sox. They'll be looking for 1. It's a 5-4 ball game. Goose Gossage enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 54, Goose Gossage.
Leading off the inning, Willie Adames, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Gossage is ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Damon waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Hops this one up. McCann waits on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Chicago swung the bats well with 16 hits. Al Leiter claims the win out of the pen, his first. Goose Gossage records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox, 5 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Red Sox, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball is next. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know, that fifth inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Joe Morgan, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
First pitch, 111.
The pitch.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once more. Temperature about what you'd expect for this time of year, 56 degrees at first pitch. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he is into second base as he kicks things off this afternoon with a double.
That's what you want your leadoff hitter to do every time. He wastes a lot of pitches, makes the pitcher work, then to cap it off, he drives one for a double. That might be one of the best at-bats we'll see all game long.
At the plate, Honus Wagner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. Heading out towards shallow right. Gwynn has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 2.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. 0-1 the count. Morgan, the runner at second with 1 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Harmon Killebrew. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Samardzija, who carries around the nickname Shark. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
That's wide, 2-0. The set and the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike now. The set and the 2-1. And it's fouled away. He's set. The 2-2. To short, hit hard. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mariners leave 1. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Walter Johnson gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Standing in, Pee Wee Reese. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Pee Wee.
Here's the pitch.
Reese.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Line to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Tony Gwynn.
Into the box now, Tony Gwynn. And it's grounded just foul down the line. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. Back up the middle. Scooped up. Step on the bag for 1. To Killebrew, and that completes the double play. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
At the plate now, Roberto Alomar. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Pitch on the way. Ground ball left side. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Johnny Damon. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. Gone! A two-run shot for Johnny Damon. First home run of the campaign for him as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Stepping in now, John Olerud. He swings and grounds it to short. He's got it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 good guys. Leading off the inning, Ryan Braun. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Olerud has it for the first out.
That is it.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So now to the plate, Chipper Jones. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Right field, number 19.
Stepping up now, Jay Buhner. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're still down. It's 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the DH, Joey Votto.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
No left fielder. Go.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Into the box, Joe Carter. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot for Joe Carter. Number 397 for him now as he draws closer to 400. And the Sox will move out in front now, 3-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Standing in now, Cal Ripken. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Line to the right side, but foul. Now another 1-2. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Standing in, James McCann. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. Now McCann with a swing and a deep drive to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box now, Pee Wee Reese.
Pee Wee Reese.
This will chase one up around the letters here for strike one. Second at bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first. And he falls behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. This is foul right side. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Reese is retired, 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 19.
Now at the plate, Tony Gwynn. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. Reined in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We played 2 full, and the White Sox are out in front 5-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey, hitless in 4 tries in the ballgame yesterday. First pitch on its way.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he fouls this one off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Joe Morgan. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He doubled to open up the ball game. High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Now that it shortstop.
At the plate now, Honus Wagner. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners able to get one back in the inning thanks to the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the White Sox 5 and the Mariners 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Roberto Alomar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
One out here in the Chi Sox third, and in steps center fielder Johnny Damon.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And breaking balls bounced out towards second. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now back, first baseman, John Olerud.
Digging in to try it again, John Olerud. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead this one, though, 5-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next, the great Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snider.
Duke Snider. Fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary Team Fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLB The Show.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Harmon Killebrew will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Damon is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. He's set. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
At the plate, Chipper Jones, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He topped out in his first trip. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery.
Nope.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Just hung in there on that one. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Carter has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now.
The right fielder, Jay Buhner.
Next for Seattle, Jay Buhner. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
(5-1) our score as we play the fourth here. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. From the stretch. Fouled away. The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
From the belt, the pitch. One run, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter.
In now the Mariners DH, Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Second home run early in the year as we are all tied at 5. Here's Buster Posey now.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Reese is calling for it, and that's the third out. But not before the Mariners strike for 4 runs, all coming via the grand slam. Bottom of the fourth coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. In is Joey Votto now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The White Sox, the designated hitter, Joey Votto.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Joe Carter, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Weekly hit to third. Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down.
The third baseman, number 8, Cal Ripken Jr.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cal Ripken. He reached on a single in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he popped him up. Killebrew in foul ground. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Morgan ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. This remains a 5-all ball game. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Joe Morgan. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And there's the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Honus Wagner.
So the base is empty here with one away. And here's a man whose baseball card goes for more than $1 million. Honus Wagner. Now the pitch. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Fly ball out toward left center field. On the run is Damon. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
So now to the plate, Duke Snider. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Dan Plesac will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Dan Plesac.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. Plesac is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Duke Snider goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, James McCann.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch, breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
From a batter's perspective, you swing through 2 breaking balls, you know he's trying to push the throttle and pull it a little bit. You have to tell yourself, I can't be too ultra aggressive and try and get the head out. I have to work the ball up the middle the other way to stay back on the off speed, but be ready for the fastball.
The next 0-2. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Pee Wee Reese. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
So striding forward now, Tony Gwynn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First delivery to him on the way. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. And again a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And that misses 1-1. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Popped up, chipper has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. To Morgan at the bag. Back to Killebrew, the double play, and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun. Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan? Whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games or all 81 home games, we've got a plan to suit every fan's needs. Stop by any stadium ticket window and talk to a representative today. Hey fans, a reminder to check out the Fast Pitch Pitching Cage located on the 100 level behind first base. To date, the fastest pitch throw is 91 miles an hour, set by Kyle Saul. And the slowest is 44 miles an hour, set by Joe Wilkerson.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Outside, that's the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Carter has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Ready for another chance? Chipper Jones. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Fastball
Ball.
just misses. That's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
One out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The pitch.
Count 2-1. Hey! 2-2 count.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Jay Buhner.
Jay Buhner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey!
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope. Outside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Mariners are down in order. This ball game still tied 5-all. Now batting, Roberto Alomar. He'll lead things off in the pale hose half of the 6th.
Roberto Alomar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Johnny Damon. As he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
There's a slogan that's throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
In now, John Olerud. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Here's the 0-1. Chop this one right side. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. This remains a 5-all ball game. So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-1. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes another 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Buster Posey. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive snagged on a short hop on to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Joe Morgan. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. And he fouls this one off. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Gwyn's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Arodys Vizcaino gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 39, Arodys Vizcaino.
Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the veteran DH, Joey Votto. Ryan Braun is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Ryan Braun.
Pitch popped up. Vizcaino is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 29. Go.
Into the box, Joe Carter. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that 2nd out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate now, Cal Ripken, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. This ball game still tied 5-all. Ready once again, Honus Wagner. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Damon waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Well, no shortage of runs in this one. Still anyone's game for the taking in a tie ball game, but let's bring you a look at how our two starters fared. It's our starter comparison. Striding in, Duke Snider. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ball one to start the at bat. One out, nobody on. One and one the count now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here it comes. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
To the plate now, Harmon Killebrew. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the wind, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, it's been a while since they had a base runner, more than 3 innings to be precise, but they've got one now. We'll see if they can get a little something going here.
Into the box, Ryan Braun. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Called strike 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Damon ranges back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Mariners leave 1. This remains a 5-all ball game. At the plate, Tyler Flowers is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
Pitch on the way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Pee Wee Reese is looking for hit number 3 here in this at bat. Now here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Braun is underneath this one. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 19, Tony Gwynn.
Ready now, Tony Gwynn. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. 0-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The set and the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Roberto Alomar. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here it is, and it's fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 2-2 to Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. Our score holds at 5 apiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A defensive change for the White Sox. Now catching, number 25, Tyler.
Trevor May will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Trevor May.
Chipper Jones will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Hey fans, want an even easier way to buy tickets to an upcoming game? Well, what could be easier than doing it through your mobile phone? Visit MLB.com on your mobile device. Select the game you want and bring your digital ticket with you to the game or print them at home. How easy is that? Visit MLB.com/tickets for all the details. Fans, theshownation.com is the only address you need for everything you want to know about MLB The Show. Keep updated with blogs and news straight from the source. Take part in interactive message boards, track the community market, and so much more. Don't forget the site for all things The Show is theshownation.com.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1's the count.
Strike two.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Now a flare out toward right center. On a base hit. So a great start to the ninth as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch. Runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. At the plate, Jay Buhner, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. The 1-1 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Reined in. Throw on to first in time. One away.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter, Avisaíl Garcia.
Here's the first pitch. The 0-1. God, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Now in the box, Buster Posey. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gwynn is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. The White Sox with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the ninth. Kyle Ryan comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 57, Kyle Ryan.
Todd Frazier has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 21, Todd Frazier.
All set for the bottom of the ninth, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Johnny Damon.
The center fielder, Johnny Damon.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Ryan is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth.
Number 9, John Olerud.
Digging in, John Olerud. No hits. In 3 tries so far, he's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one. Ryan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Ball game. Solo shot down the line in right, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
A very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well-deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. Chicago came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Trevor May gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox, 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors, they left 2 men on base. For the Mariners, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, they left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.